U.S. breaking news, change your read newspaper habit. Paris, European leaders opened a diplomatic push Wednesday to salvage the Iran nuclear accord without the United States. Opening direct talks with Tehran but also looking ahead to possible battles with Washington over European business ties with Iran. The deal is not dead, said French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian, speaking on France's RTL radio. There's an American withdrawal from the deal, but the deal is still there. The sentiment was shared in other capitals backing the 2015 nuclear deal. Brussels, Berlin, Moscow, Beijing, and Tehran. European leaders now plan to engage directly with Iran in hopes of keeping alive the deal, which placed limits on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for lifting international sanctions. President Trump on Tuesday said the United States was exiting the accord, claiming it did nothing to stop Iran from one day possibly seeking nuclear weapons. French President Emmanuel Macron, Europe's leading emissary to Washington to defend the deal in the run-up to Trump's announcement, planned to speak later Wednesday with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani. Immediately after Trump's announcement, Rouhani ordered his diplomats to engage with their European counterparts. Federica Mogherini, the EU foreign policy chief, said the bloc will remain committed to the continued full and effective implementation of the nuclear deal as long as Iran abides by its end of the bargain. The UN nuclear watchdog agency has said Iran has not violated provisions of the accord. Beyond the major policy break with Washington, however, another rift loomed. European businesses that have moved into Iranian since the deal took effect. The United States' plan to reimpose sanctions on Iran could also spill over to European firms and others doing business in Iran, possibly raising risks for their U.S. access to the much larger U.S. market. Moments after Trump's decision, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin told reporters that these Europe-Iran business agreements will be voided. The existing licenses will be revoked, he said. In Germany, the U.S. ambassador, Richard Grenell, said via Twitter that German companies doing business in Iran should wind down operations immediately. Approximately 120 German companies operate in Iran with their own staff, and 10,000 German companies do business with Iran, according to the German-Iranian Chamber of Commerce. Grenell's remarks sent shockwaves through Europe. The chairman of the German-Iranian Chamber of Commerce Michael Takas told German media, "I'm sure that our foreign ministry will indicate to the ambassador that it's not his role to give direction or utter threats to German companies." Bruno Le Maire, France's finance minister, said on French radio that the United States should not consider itself the world's economic policeman. In December 2016, for instance, the Airbus Group, a French aviation firm, won a contract to provide Iran's national carrier, Iran Air, with 100 airplanes for approximately $19 billion at list prices. The U.S. aviation firm Boeing also secured a contract, but that is now likely to be abandoned. But perhaps no company has benefited as much from the Iran deal's lifting of sanctions as the French oil giant Total, which signed a $2 billion deal to develop the South Pars oil field, shared between Iran and Qatar. Today, for Total, is a historic day, the day we come back to Iran, Patrick Pouyanné, Total's CEO, said at a signing ceremony in Tehran last July. Oil prices rose more than 3% on Wednesday, hitting the highest levels in more than 3 years. The EU has repeatedly stressed that the sanctions lifting has a positive impact on trade and economic relations with Iran, said an EU statement. The EU stresses its commitment to ensuring that this can continue to be delivered. Read more.